pose some questions now to the people that have just spoken. So we're going to come to Naomi Frost first. So Naomi, can you hear me? Yeah. Are you there,
Yeah.
Naomi?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, so Naomi, I've already given you a couple of the questions which we'd like you to answer. Could you just fire away with those, please?
Let me just find that.
Okay. One of the questions was how you go about getting a school to really sit up and take notes. So if you've got a young person who is really trying to get their school to take note and allow them to do what you've done at your school, which is get the support of the teachers, the head teacher, and set up an eco-council. How can a young person who needs to break through that go about it? What's your recommendation to them?
Well, I think just by talking about it, students can really show teachers that it's their responsibility to give them this opportunity, because the whole job of a teacher and educators is to prepare children for the future. And how can you say you're doing that properly if you're not letting them prepare our future? So being able to show them that it's beneficial for your future, also it's beneficial for your education, should go some way into proving that it's such a worthwhile thing. Also showing them the amount of creative things you can do, because there's so many projects that you can get involved with which are extracurriculum, and teachers love extracurriculum, so just linking that into lots of different parts.
So what would you say is the first step to setting up an eco-council, Naomi?
Asking around, gathering interest, seeing who wants to get involved. Like, we had a small group of people who were interested from things they'd heard in their geography lessons, and then they can talk to their friends and bring more people in. It's really great if you can to find a teacher who will support you in that. But if you can't, there's so many different types of social media where you can try and contact someone who's already done it, to get their influences, and also show the teachers, look, this school did it, why can't we do it?
Okay, thank you, Naomi. And a question for Morgan. What do you think is the best way to get people interested in saving the planet? Once COVID-19 is under control, assuming it can be, will we then see a massive sudden increase in damage to environment with everyone rushing about?
Yeah, that's a really good question to ask. I think we don't really know, do we, what's going to happen afterwards. I can imagine that we're all, when we get a sense of our kind of freedom back, that we're going to want to go and see people that we've not seen for a long time, and that's going to mean that there's going to be a lot of people moving around. I think in terms of getting people involved and interested in saving the planet, I guess one thing to say is that the planet's is kind of will look after itself in some way or another. But I think the way to kind of engage people in it is to actually, in some ways that you can manage to do it, is to involve people in doing stuff before they really understand why they're doing it. And I think sometimes I think a good example of that is this Zoom. We're using Zoom all the time now for work, and we weren't before. We kind of had to use it, and we were begrudgingly using it. But now we've kind of been forced to use it, and we're all learning how all the different tools work, and we're learning that we can do things like this, and it's improving how we're doing it, and so we can reflect on it. We can see the value of it, and then we'll continue to do it. So I think we said the kind of what's called the knowledge by doing it and how it felt afterwards.
Yeah, thank you very much, Morgan.